Hello, and welcome to Sudoku Topology, puzzle I4, or possibly L4. The font makes it slightly unclear. I think last time I said something was an L, it was an I, it was actually an L, but I think this L is actually an I. So I think we really are talking about an I this time. Okay, we've got the digits 1 through 6. So we've got whispers in this puzzle. The green lines, that means they need to differ by at least 3. You can always, by the way, hover over the restraint and it will tell you, because it does depend on what digits are involved. It's the floor of the number of digits over 2, if you're curious. So, like, if there's 7 digits, then it'll always be 3. Okay. Wait, sorry. No, it's the ceiling. It's the ceiling of the number of digits over 2. So if it's 1 through 7, it'll be 4. Sorry, because like 1 through 9, the standard German whispers, it's 5. Anyway, let us have a look. So we also have one singular black dot to say that these things are a ratio of 1 to 2, and we've got some boxes, which are all the great circles around, but we're going to hide that for now. Because the first thing we have to do is high-low color, and this is just one. No, it's not just one giant whisper, but it is one giant whisper. So we're going to color this in high and low, but of course I don't know which is high and which is low, so I'm going to use yellow for one of them and purple for the other. So we will bounce around. And so if you are into these sorts of things, one thing you can notice off the bat is that in a Sudoku puzzle with most constraints, such as with German whispers, there's no difference between the high digits and the low digits. So there would be no way to make a puzzle have only one solution using only German whispers. However, this puzzle has a single black dot, and those are different because, for example, 1 and 2 have a black dot between them, but 5 and 6 do not have a black dot between them. So that is a potent thing to notice. Okay, so let's see how these interact with the regions, which are all circles. So these two are the same color. I'm trying to decide if I know a way to decide if that color is pink or yellow. Let's see. I can make these... Sorry, I thought this whisper was 3 long, but this was actually 4 long. So, I mean, I do know that these are both different colors. For whatever that is worth. I was looking for somewhere where I could say something like, oh yeah, we've definitely got both of the same color or something like that. So, like, for example, okay, I think the key is probably to think about this center region. Not that one, not that one, not this one. So in this region, every digit in the region is on a whisper. So in particular, 3 and 4 are both on whispers somewhere. And the 3 and the 4 both have to... Sorry, I'm noticing this applies to another region too. The 3 and the 4 both have to be next to 1 and 6, and they can't be sort of in the middle of a whisper. So the thing I noticed is that this also applies to this region. So, for example, these cells are never 3 or 4. So these cells, one of them is 3, 4. These are only 1, 2, 5, 6 because of what I said about the gap. Now, could this be 3, 4? This cannot be 3, 4 either, actually, if you look at it, because these two things would end up being the same 1, 6 if this was a 3, 4. So actually, this is also 1, 2, 5, 6 because of the fact that both the ends of it are in the same region as each other. And then, let's see, for this one, the same thing is true. Both of those are in the same region, so that doesn't work. So this is also a 1, 2, 5, 6. And so that gives us a 1, 2, 5, 6 quadruple in this ring, which makes these cells a 3, 4 pair. Now, that was all predicated on the fact that 3s and 4s only go next to 1s and 6s. And so that makes these a 2, 5 pair, if I now fill those in. Okay. Also now I can say there's only one 2, 5 that's pink. And so it's this one. And so if that 2, 5 is pink, then this pink cell can't be a 2, 5. This pink cell is the 1, 6. And likewise, this yellow cell is the 2, 5. So this one is the yellow 1, 6. Now that yellow 1, 6. Uh-oh, I've broken it. I already broke it. How did I already break it? Because I've put 3 1, 6s around the center ring. Let's see. Okay, let me go back to where I had these 1, 2, 5, 6s and just double check that everything here was correct. So these assuredly can't be 3, 4. These two yellows are really in the same ring. Let me verify that there's not some secret ring that's not yet. Those two yellows are really in the same ring. And these two purples are really in the same ring that this one touches. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, no, that's not the two purples. These are the two purples that this one touches. Yeah. So the 1, 2, 5, 6 step was correct. I probably just misread what a line did. So these still have to be 3, 4, because we still have our quadruple. This is really in a region, right? I'm pretty sure. We'll double check that I have not screwed anything up. Yep, this is really a region, so these are really a 3, 4. Okay, 3, 4 still really only go next to 1, 6. And now that means that these two are 2, 5. Oh, I bet what I did is I said these two are 2, 5, and I hit 2, 5 rather than hitting 1, 6. That is my guess as to what happened in the previous disaster that we don't talk about anymore. Because that must be what happened. Okay. So this is a pink digit that's not 2, 5, and it's not the pink 3, 4 either. And I guess it's probably worth saying explicitly that I can think of the 3 yellow digits in the puzzle as the yellow 1, 6, the yellow 2, 5, and the yellow 3, 4, and likewise for the pink 1, 6, the pink 2, 5, and the pink 3, 4. Well, this digit is pink, and it's not the pink 2, 5 because it sees it by Sudoku, and it's not the pink 3, 4, because it's next to a yellow 2, 5. So that means this can only be the pink 1, 6. And now that makes this the yellow 1, 6, which then makes this the pink 1, 6, and this the yellow 3, 4, and this the pink 3, 4. Okay, and so now this is the pink 2, 5 by looking at this region and sort of filling in the only things that are left. Let's see, we've got 2 yellows here. Okay, so we've got in this, this yellow cell sees the pink 2, 5 in this ring and the yellow 3, 4 in this ring. So this is Sorry, I think I said pink. It sees the yellow 2-5 here, and it sees the yellow 3-6 there. So this is the yellow 1-6. Likewise, this cell sees the yellow 3-4 there and the yellow 1-6 there. So this is the yellow 2-5. Okay, so this cell is a 3 or a 4 is what they would like me to observe. I don't immediately know what color it is, but I do know that these are a 3-4 pair just by looking at the region. And now I have a 3-4 on a black dot with a 1-6. So that's going to disambiguate everything because it's going to tell me that yellow is high. This cell, which is now going to be purple, is low, because if 6 is yellow, 3 is purple. Okay, so then we can do 2, 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, 4, 1. Oh, this is a 4, of course. 5, and there we go. Somehow that felt substantially easier than a lot of the earlier puzzles to me, but I'm sure they're just going to get me with the next one. But anyway, thanks for watching. I've been happy to see people are watching these and engaging in the comments. It's fun to read them and reply to them and see the discussions between people. So please keep doing that. This is my, I think, 3rd day recording this, so I'm getting hopefully a little bit better, although, as always at the start of recording sessions, I might have completely forgotten everything there is to know about Sudoku. But anyway, we'll be back with another puzzle. So stay tuned. See you next time.